think the most important thing for the young people that Mission Society serves is for them to know that somebody cares about them and believes in them. More than anything else in education, it's not about the cell or the math problem. It's about knowing that somebody thinks that you can go on to do more and can have a real impact on the world.
It looks good.
I'm drawing other things that I drew.
And this looks good too. I think you're doing amazing.
Anyone who is successful in the world and accomplishes what they want had someone meaningful, a teacher, a coach, somebody who contributed to what and who they are.
Educators are such a tremendous resource for students as somebody outside of their core family network or outside of their community, but integrated, so somebody who knows them, who they are, where they're coming from, and can help see the potential in them and build that resilience or the confidence to go try something new or the skills to go and succeed in whatever they choose to pursue. It's the ability to look at somebody and see the potential and really invest in that I think is so important about educators.
This is my happy place.
I always loved working with kids, so this is a joy.
My role is basically to be a counselor to the students, to assist them with college applications, and also just to give them the encouragement to continue to go to school on a regular basis.
Being a youth worker is a really long responsibility because you get to teach your kids. You've been with kids all day for 4 hours, sometimes for 10, and you get to teach them different things, how to manage their emotions, also how to play. We got to do some activities like gym, dance, sometimes they do drawing, sometimes we see movies.
I listen to what the student wants to do, even if they're not too sure, whether it's college, whether it's finding a job, whether it's military. We try to definitely explore those options by exposing students to people in that field, going to the college, just so that they know it's possible.
I had the wonderful opportunity to tour some programs after school in the Bronx, and it was tremendous to see the Mission Society professionals who spend their time with the children and know them so incredibly well and know what it takes to reach them and to be a good support resource to them were very inspiring to watch.
Having the students come up to me and talk to me knowing that I'm a person they could trust. So when they see me, a lot of the kids hug me, "Oh, Miss Lori, how are you?" It just makes me happy. Because sometimes, you know, before coming to work, you think about all your problems, but then I come in at work and I don't think about those problems. I just think about my students and making sure they're okay.
I just come in, like, I see their smiles on their faces, like, "Hi, Miss Malia, how are you?" Like, they ask me how I'm doing, and mostly just us having fun and just us being just in the classroom just with little laughs.
Just seeing their faces once they're actually going through this process from not believing that they can go to college to actually doing an application to actually getting that congratulations letter like, "Hey, you've been accepted to our school." That whole process there, from doubt to confidence, that's really significant to me.
Anytime we have any downtime moment where I could just sit and talk to them or even go outside and we can play for a few minutes and just have time where they can express themselves and feel good. So that's what usually catch them in their natural element. They'll tell me about their day, just like, "Oh, I did this," or "I'm gonna do this weekend." And just seeing that joy in their face makes me even more excited.
What really stood out to me was the holistic nature of the services. So the understanding that a student can't learn or can't perform well in class if they don't feel safe, if they aren't fed, if they don't have clean clothes, if they don't have supplies. If you put yourself back in the mindset of a first or second grader or somebody even a little further along in school, that feeling that you don't have what your classmates have can be tremendously damaging in your ability to do well and to be able to perform at your best. And so I think that understanding of who the student is, the ability to meet all of those needs really stood out to me.
A lot of children, they have the tough exterior, so sometimes you have to have patience to break through that wall to build that rapport with the students. A lot of our children definitely need that family support or that extra support from staff because they may not get it from family. So a lot of times I find myself being their cheerleader, you know, telling them that I am looking forward to going to your graduation.
A lot of our students, specifically in this school, come from places and areas where they don't really receive love from where they come from. So just showing them love, whether it's just a hug, high five, or just asking them how their day was, I think that's the best that stands out to me.
October, yes. And what holiday do we celebrate in October? Mama Day. Halloween? Yeah.
I have learned that energy is important because they do feed off of my energy when I come in. If I'm having an off day, I see how it can affect them. So I try to change that. But when I come in very happy, usually the rest of the day is all smiles.
One of the best lessons I would say is learning more about myself, not to be judgmental. Because I'm older, so I came with certain preconceived notions and mindsets, but working with the students, I learned not to judge, to meet them where they are. And I learned that you can learn something from everyone.
Being here every day and helping them with their homework, it's pushed me because it's something that I decided that I wanted to go back to school. I get to have different conversations with them about continuing their education and stuff. So those are really proud moments that I have and shared with them.
The constant thing is change. Right? We deal with all different type of personalities, different age groups, different communities, different nationalities. So definitely dealing with those changes has helped me relate to students or just being that person for them, being that person that they can connect with.
When you look at a transcript, that student may be overaged and may not have any credits, but that could be the best student. So you cannot judge a student by looking at the transcript.
I think that teaching is a profession that is undervalued in our society. It is something that I could not do what they do on a daily basis. Teachers inspire interest in topics that you're ultimately going to use for a profession, for a career, for something you care about, the things you think about on a daily basis. They are a really special group of people.
I think education is foundational to everything. And so I love the work that Mission Society does to focus on the youngest, on people who are entering the workforce and everybody in between, to be able to provide them the resources and the confidence to be able to move forward with their lives.